Hello YouTube friends, thanks for joining us. Welcome back to our channel, Adventure Therapy. Today's video is going to be just a little bit different than what we normally do, but still definitely within the framework of what this channel is about, and that is our adventures. So, no truck, no camping, but this is still an adventure nonetheless. We are at the historic and supposedly haunted Elms Hotel in Excelsior Springs, Missouri. So let's check it out. First of all, can we just appreciate this beautiful stone building? Doesn't it just exude the sense of what a historic haunted hotel is? And speaking of that, can you see the lights in the lobby fading in and out here? That was not happening in real time, and I never noticed it until I was editing this video. Is it paranormal, or is there another explanation? Let me know in the comments if you have an idea. The Elms has an interesting history to it for several reasons that we'll touch on throughout the video. The current building is actually the third to be built. The original hotel was built in 1888, but was destroyed by a fire in 1898. The second Elms Hotel was rebuilt in 1909, but sadly was also destroyed by a fire only a year later in 1910. 2 years later, in 1912, the third and current structure was reopened to the public. Many famous guests have walked through these doors, from gangsters to governors, famous musicians, athletes, and even a president. Now the lobby is nicely appointed and has that old-school, high-end feel, complemented by the dark wood accents, hand-laid tile floor, and brick and stone fireplace. There's a cafe that offers a place to get your morning coffee and a pastry, and the Three Owls restaurant offers 2 floors of fine dining just off the main lobby at the front of the hotel. There are also 2 ballrooms on the first floor, the Grand Ballroom and the Regent Ballroom. Up the marble staircase leads to the tavern and the Truman Boardroom. The tavern is an upscale bar open on Friday and Saturday evenings, and the boardroom was where Al Capone would hold his Prohibition-era gin and gambling parties, because from that room you could see both the front lobby and the back of the property. And speaking of Al Capone, the suite we stayed in was next door to the Al Capone suite, room 214. Supposedly he favored that suite because it had a view of all 3 streets leading to the Elms Hotel. Now, here's just a quick run through of our suite to give you an idea of what it looks like. Might as well splurge on room service for breakfast. Now, let's not forget that this is a hotel and spa, and the Elms offers a full-service spa. For more information about the spa, I'll link the website down in the description so you can see the full list of services they offer. They also have a large 20-person outdoor hot tub that's open to guests all year long, next to the seasonal bell-shaped swimming pool. Further back into the 16-acre property is a large gazebo that does have wheelchair access and an outdoor fire pit near the gazebo. Probably the most unique feature at the Elms is actually 2 floors underneath the hotel, and that's the indoor European lap pool, which also includes a hot tub and a cold tub. During Prohibition, this underground area was used as a speakeasy, and many notorious gangsters such as Al Capone, Pretty Boy Floyd, and Bugsy Moran stored their alcohol down here. Well, that's all interesting, but what about the ghost stories, you say? Okay, let's get into just a few of them we learned on the ghost tour from Jay, the local expert and longtime Elms employee. Let's start at the top, the private 5th floor. I say private because only guests that are staying on the 5th floor have access to that floor. Now, I want you to remember that. This is the Royal Concierge Lounge for 5th floor guests. And on a side note, this is one of the boiler doors they pulled from the ashes of the second Elms Hotel in 1910. Now, a prominent jazz musician once stayed in a suite on the 5th floor and was woken up 3 times throughout the night hearing women talking in what sounded like the living room area of his suite. Each time he got up to see what was going on, and each time he found no one there. When he told this to the front desk the next morning, he found out that he was the only person on that floor. On the 3rd floor, people have reported an apparition of a woman dressed in a maid's uniform from the 1920s. She has the sense of being kind and has been witnessed more than any other apparition in the hotel. Back in the tavern, the shadowy figure of a man has been seen through the windows of the bar, even though the room was locked and empty. Back down underground in the lap pool area, there have been sightings of small childlike wet footprints that can't be explained. Also, back in the speakeasy days of Prohibition, a man was shot and killed in this area, supposedly over a gambling debt. The ghost of this man has been spotted by several people sitting in one of the chairs near the pool. These are just a few of the many stories about the Elms. Maids often report items being moved around when they are cleaning rooms. People have reported unexplained scratches on their bodies, TVs turning on and off, and other apparitions. If you're brave enough, take the ghost tour and hear all the stories firsthand. During our stay, one of the curtains in our suite moved unexplainably, and no, there wasn't an air vent near it. Was it paranormal? I don't know. What I do know is that our time at the Elms was a needed getaway, rich in history and the paranormal. Alright, so there you have it. Thank you for joining us on this adventure to the historic Elms Hotel and Spa. And if you haven't already and you would like to come along on more of our adventures, appreciate it if you would do all the YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And until next time, thank you for watching.
Bye.